The discourse surrounding Oleksandr Usyk's standing in the boxing world is both passionate and polarizing, with analysts, former fighters, and promoters alike weighing in on his remarkable career and his place among the sport's all-time greats. Usyk, a Ukrainian boxing maestro, has carved out a legacy that transcends mere championships, earning comparisons to legends like Muhammad Ali while simultaneously being contrasted with the likes of Floyd Mayweather. His journey, marked by technical brilliance, mental fortitude, and an unyielding commitment to facing the toughest challenges, has reshaped the modern heavyweight division and sparked debates about where he ranks in the pantheon of boxing history. Usyk's approach to boxing is defined by a rare blend of humility, intelligence, and relentless precision. Unlike many of his contemporaries, he eschews the bravado and trash-talking that often dominate the sport. Instead, he lets his performances in the ring do the talking. His response to Floyd Mayweather's claim that boxing is a street fight rather than a gentleman's sport was telling. Usyk calmly asserted that boxing is a disciplined craft, a sport for gentlemen where true fighters prove themselves through skill and strategy, not just bravado or evasion. This statement encapsulates Usyk's philosophy. He is a fighter who respects the artistry of boxing, prioritizing technique and mental toughness over ego-driven theatrics. Analysts have been quick to highlight the stark contrast between Usyk and Mayweather. While Mayweather's career was defined by an unbeaten record and a defensive masterclass, his legacy is often debated due to the perception that he carefully selected opponents to protect his record. Usyk, on the other hand, has built his reputation on facing the best, often in their own backyards, and defeating them with a combination of skill, adaptability, and courage. His lack of arrogance, even in the face of monumental achievements, sets him apart in a sport where self-promotion is often as important as performance. Observers admire Usyk's grounded demeanor, noting that his humility doesn't diminish his confidence but rather enhances his aura as a true champion. The comparisons to Muhammad Ali are particularly striking. Derek Chisora, a veteran heavyweight who has faced Usyk in the ring, has been vocal in his praise, likening Usyk to Ali for his footwork, timing, and ring intelligence. Chisora describes Usyk's movement as almost poetic, a rare quality in a heavyweight who moves with the lightness and grace of a much smaller fighter. Unlike many heavyweights who rely on raw power, Usyk outsmarts his opponents, using angles, feints, and precise combinations to dismantle them. Chisora's admiration goes beyond Usyk's technical skills. He speaks of Usyk's mental toughness, noting that to beat him, an opponent would need to be mentally disturbed to match his relentless focus and discipline. This mental fortitude, combined with his technical prowess, makes Usyk a formidable and frustrating opponent, one who remains calm under pressure while becoming a dangerous and unstoppable force in the ring. Chisora's anecdotes about Usyk's life outside the ring further illustrate his unique character. He recounts a casual conversation with Usyk, who mentioned sleeping through missile strikes in Ukraine with a nonchalance that speaks to his extraordinary resilience. This ability to remain unfazed by chaos, whether in war-torn Ukraine or the high-stakes environment of a boxing ring, underscores Usyk's mental strength. Chisora's humorous plea for Usyk to "stop beating us up" reflects the frustration of facing a fighter who combines elite skill with an unshakable mindset. Prominent boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has also joined the chorus of those hailing Usyk as a once-in-a-generation talent. Hearn, who has worked with some of the sport's biggest names, emphasizes the rarity of Usyk's skill set. His seamless transition from cruiserweight to heavyweight, while maintaining his speed, timing, and composure, has stunned the boxing world. Hearn's praise is not mere hyperbole. It reflects Usyk's ability to redefine what a heavyweight can be. Unlike the traditional image of a lumbering, power-punching giant, Usyk brings a finesse and technical mastery that have reshaped expectations for the division. His victories over elite fighters like Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, often in their home countries, demonstrate his willingness to take risks that others might avoid. Usyk's resume is a testament to his greatness. He has faced and defeated a who's who of modern heavyweights, including Joshua, Fury, and Daniel Dubois, all while maintaining an impeccable record. His victory over Dubois, a physically imposing and powerful contender, was particularly revealing. On paper, Dubois posed a significant threat with his strength and aggressive style, but Usyk neutralized him with strategic brilliance. Analysts noted Usyk's relentless pace, precise bodywork, and ability to control the fight's rhythm, wearing Dubois down until he broke. This performance was not just a win, it was a statement of Usyk's dominance and his ability to adapt to any challenge. The debate over Usyk's place in boxing history has intensified, with some analysts placing him as high as fourth on their all-time greatest fighters list, behind only Ali, Mayweather, and Manny Pacquiao. This ranking is remarkable for an active fighter, as such accolades are typically reserved for retired legends whose careers can be evaluated in full. Usyk's placement is not based solely on his victories but on the quality of his opponents, the manner of his wins, and his consistency across weight classes. Becoming undisputed champion in both cruiserweight and heavyweight is a feat achieved by only a handful of fighters in history, and Usyk's ability to do so while defeating elite competition in their prime has cemented his legacy. The comparison to Ali is not just about skill but also about impact. Like Ali, Usyk has brought a refreshing elegance to the heavyweight division, blending flair with intelligence in a way that captivates fans and analysts alike. His performances are described as technical masterpieces, with former champion Paulie Malignaggi praising Usyk's fluidity, balance, and ability to use angles to stay safe while delivering damage. Malignaggi noted that Usyk's footwork, particularly in his rematch with Dubois, was stupendous and magnificent, allowing him to dominate a fight that could have been hindered by external factors like a wet ring. This adaptability, combined with his high ring IQ, makes Usyk a fighter who is nearly impossible to outbox. Usyk's journey has been defined by his willingness to take the hardest road. Unlike many modern boxers who pad their records with easy fights, Usyk has consistently sought out the toughest challenges, often fighting in hostile environments. His victories over Joshua and Fury, both considered among the best heavyweights of their era, were achieved in the UK, where the crowd and atmosphere favored his opponents. This warrior mentality, rooted in the belief that greatness must be earned through struggle, has earned Usyk widespread respect. Even when faced with controversy, such as the low-blow dispute in his first fight with Dubois, Usyk has remained focused, never seeking excuses or easy paths to victory. The boxing world's admiration for Usyk extends beyond his in-ring achievements. His calm demeanor and refusal to engage in trash talk contrast sharply with the sports culture of showmanship. After defeating Dubois in their rematch, Usyk didn't gloat or boast. Instead, he let his performance speak for itself. This humility, combined with his undeniable skill, has made him a symbol of what boxing can be at its best, a sport of discipline, respect, and technical excellence. Some analysts argue that Usyk's achievements may even surpass those of Ali and Mayweather in certain respects. While Ali's cultural impact and charisma are unmatched, and Mayweather's defensive genius and unbeaten record are legendary, Usyk's resume stands out for its depth and quality. The Soviet-era fighters, who were largely absent from professional boxing until the 1990s, add context to Usyk's accomplishments. He has faced a level of competition that earlier generations didn't encounter, including larger heavyweights and a new breed of technically skilled fighters. This evolution of the sport, combined with Usyk's ability to dominate across weight classes, fuels the argument that he may be one of the greatest heavyweights ever. Trainer Ben Davidson has emphasized Usyk's rare ability to conquer both cruiserweight and heavyweight divisions, a feat that places him in a class of his own. Davidson, who studies boxing with a technical eye, praises Usyk's adaptability and consistency, noting that his performances against Chisora, Joshua, and Fury showcase a fighter who is always evolving. Usyk's ability to adjust his strategy, whether by bullying the bully like Dubois or outboxing a master like Fury, demonstrates a versatility that is rare in any era. The narrative around Usyk is not without its detractors. Some critics, particularly in the British media, have downplayed his achievements, perhaps due to his dominance over their homegrown stars. Yet, Usyk has used this skepticism as fuel, channeling it into performances that silence doubters. His recent fights, particularly the rematch with Dubois, were marked by a quiet intensity, as if he was determined to prove his greatness beyond any doubt. Analysts noted that Usyk fought with bad intentions, not in a malicious sense, but with a purpose to show that age, 38 at the time, was no barrier to his dominance. Usyk's legacy is still being written, but his place in boxing history is already secure. His ability to defeat top-tier opponents, his technical mastery, and his humility in the face of greatness make him a fighter who transcends his era. Whether he is the greatest heavyweight of all time is a debate that will continue, but there is no denying that Usyk is an all-time great, not just a generational one. His performances are lessons in mastery, his career a testament to what can be achieved through skill, courage, and an unwavering commitment to the sport. As boxing fans and analysts continue to marvel at his achievements, one thing is clear: Oleksandr Usyk is not just a champion, he is a symbol of what makes boxing truly special.